Hello, grade 5. Are you excited in our first day? Now, welcome to my virtual classroom. I am Ma'am Cheryl, your teacher in math class. At the end of the lesson, you are able to use the divisibility rules for 2, 5, and 10 to find the common factors of numbers. But before we proceed, let's have some exercises. Let's divide 34 divided by 2. Please check the correct answer. Is it 15, 17, or 10? Correct. The correct answer is 17. Another one. 210 divided by 2. Is it 105? 190? You're great. The answer is 105. Next number, 55 divided by 5. Is it 5, 10, or 11? You're right. The answer is 11. 250 divided by 10. Is it 25, 40, or 10? Correct. The answer is 25. Let's play. Let's play fact or bluff game. Answer the following questions. Do a single clap for a fact if the answer is an even number, and a double clap for a bluff if the number is an odd number. Let us start. Fact if a number is even. Bluff if a number is an odd number. 11. Is it fact or bluff? Alright, the answer is bluff. Okay. 17. Fact or bluff? Okay, bluff. 17 is an odd number. Next number, 65. 65 is also an odd number. Next number, 22. Is it fact or bluff? Okay, it is a fact. 22 is an even number. Next number, 74. Is it fact or bluff? Correct. 74 is an even number. So it is a fact. Even numbers, when divided by 2, leave no remainder. Study the given table. Even numbers chart 1 to 100. So it starts from 2. Those numbers ends in 2, 4, 6, 8, and 0 are even numbers, while odd numbers are whole numbers that cannot be divided exactly into pairs. Odd numbers, when divided by 2, leave a remainder of 1, like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, and so forth. Learning Task 1. Give the first 3 multiples of the given numbers below. In number 1, 2. The first 3 multiples of 2 are 4, 6, and 8. In number 2, the first 3 multiples of 3 are 6, 9, and 12. If you multiply 2 by 1, the answer is 2. Then, 2 times 2 equals 4. 2 times 3 equals 6. So that is the multiplication table 2, or what we call the multiples of 2. The same with in number 2. That is multiples of 3. Let's have study the problem. On a certain bakery, there were 230 Monai breads to be placed on trays. The baker wants to arrange them in either 2, 5, or 10 rows. Would it be possible for him to arrange the breads? Let us study or answer the following questions. How many Monai breads were in the bakery? The answer is 230 Monai breads. What does the problem ask you to find? Would it be possible for him to arrange the breads in either 2, 5, or 10 rows? How will you find the answer to the problem? Let us find out the different solutions applied to find the answer. Study the different solutions. In solution 1A, dividing 230 by 2. The answer is 115. Arranging the breads by 2s is possible. Bakit sinabing possible? Because if we divide 230 by 2, there is no remainder. So, 230 can arrange by 2s. Next, in solution 1B, using the divisibility rule for 2, all even numbers are divisible by 2. Ano yung tinatawag na even numbers? Ito yung nagtatapos or ang nasa dulo ay 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. So, dahil ang 230 ay 0 ang nasa hulihan, so ibig sabihin that is divisible by 2. So ito ang tinatawag na divisibility rule for 2. 230 is an even numbers, therefore it is divisible by 2. In solution 2a, dividing 230 by 5. So 230 divided by 5 equals 46. Arranging by 5s is possible. So pag i-divide yung 230 sa 5, the answer is 46. So no remainder. While in solution 2b, using the divisibility rule for 5, numbers ending in 0 and 5 are divisible by 5. So 230 ends in 0. Therefore, it is also divisible by 5. So lahat ng number na nagtatapos sa 0 at sa 5 ay divisible by 5 based on the divisibility rule for 5. Study the solution 3a. Dividing 230 by 10. The answer is 23. Arranging breads by tens is possible. So, pwedeng iayos ang mga monay breads na pasampu-sampu. In solution 3b, using divisibility rule for 10, numbers ending in 0 are divisible by 10. 230 ends in 0. Therefore, it is divisible by 10. Lahat ng number na nagtatapos sa 0 ay divisible by 10. Let us try engagement activities. Check the numbers that are divisible by 2 or has 2 as their factor. In number 1, 284. Number 2, 461. 3, 244. So, in number 1, that is divisible by 2. And also number 3. So, kung mapapansin ninyo, yung number 1, 284, number 3 is 244. The number ends in 4. So, remember, a number is divisible by 2 if ends in 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. Lahat ng number na nagtatapos sa 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8 are divisible by 2. Check the numbers that are divisible by 5 or has 5 as their factor. In number 1, 2,000. Number 2, 3,924. Number 3, 4,435. Which numbers are divisible by 5? The answer is number 1 and number 3. So, mapapansin natin na ang number 1, 2,000, end in 0. While the number 3 is ends in 5. So, tandaan, mga number na divisible by 5 are numbers ends in 0 and 5. Next, check the numbers that are divisible by 10 or has 10 as their factor. Number 1, 120. Number 2, 422. 3, 235. 120 is divisible by 10. So, tatlong number na nasa 1, 2, 3, number 1 ang divisible by 10. Dahil ito ang nagtatapos or ang nasa hulihan ay 0. So, kapag 0 ang nasa hulihan, yon ay divisible by 10. Check the numbers that are divisible by 5 or has 5 as their factor. Number 1, 375. Check. So that is divisible by 5 because it ends in 5. Nasa hulihan ay 5. Next, 700 is also divisible by 5. Number 3, 1,250. That is also divisible by 5. So those numbers are divisible by 5 because it ends in 0 and 5. So itong tatlong ito, ang nasa hulihan ay 0 and 5. Kaya ito ay divisible by 5. Summarizing the lesson. Divisibility rules tells whether a number is exactly divisible by other numbers. Divisible, ibig sabihin, kaya nating i-divide ang number sa iba pang number nang walang remainder. Yon ang tinatawag na divisible. This rule is a shortcut way to decide whether is exactly divisible without doing division computation. To summarize the lesson, using the divisibility rule for 2, numbers ending in 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8, or even number, are divisible by 2. While using the divisibility rule for 5, numbers ending in 0 and 5 are divisible by 5. Using divisibility rule for 10, numbers ending in 0 are divisible by 10. Learning Task 2. Answer the following questions with yes or no. Write your answer in your notebook. Number 1. Is 238 divisible by 2? The correct answer is yes. Number 2. Is 660 is divisible by 5? Yes, it is divisible by 5 because it ends in 0. 3. Is 530 is divisible by 10? Yes, because it ends in 0. Number 4. Is 250 divisible by 5? Yes, because it ends in 0. Number 5. Is 100 divisible by 10? The answer is yes, because it ends in 0. Learning task 3. Put a check under the correct column, applying the rules for divisibility. Okay? First number, 6,345. Next, 8,000. Next number, 4,970. And last, 2,560. Learning task 4. Using the divisibility rule, encircle the numbers whose factors are the given number before each item. Number 1, factors of 2. Has a factors of 2. 2, 5, 3, 10, 4, 10, 5, 5. Number 1, 88, 470, 90, and 294. Those number has a factors of 2. Or, these are the numbers whose divisible by 2. Number 2, 5,000 and 6,010. So, these numbers are divisible by 5 because it ends in 0. Number 3, 370, 950, and 840. Those numbers are divisible by 10. Next, number 4, 370. Only because it ends in 0. So that is divisible by 10. Again, 370 is divisible by 10 and has a factors of 10. And number 5, 470, 830, 525. Those numbers are divisible by 5 because 470, 830, and 525 are ends in 0 and 5. Ang nasa hulihan ng tatlong number na ito ay 0 and 5 kaya divisible by 5. Alright, class. Ngayon ay alam nyo na kung ano o kung paano gamitin ang divisibility rule for 2, 5, and 10. So, focus naman tayo ngayon sa inyong learning activity sheets. So, in your learning activity sheets, you will answer learning task 1 na makikita sa page 6. Give the first 3 multiples of the given numbers below. Next is learning task 2. Answer the following questions with yes or no na makikita natin sa page 6 ng inyong self-learning modules. Next, in learning task 3, please see page 7 of your self-learning modules. Put a check under each column to identify whether each number is divisibility by 5, by 2, or 10. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching and listening. So it's me, Ma'am She. See you next time. Goodbye.